Chapter 26 of Old Granny Fox by Thornton W. Burgess. Farmer Brown's boy sets a trap. The trouble is that troubles are, more frequently than not, brought on by naught but carelessness, by someone who forgot. Old Granny Fox. Granny Fox had hoped that those 2 hens that she and Reddy had stolen from Farmer Brown's hen house would not be missed, but they were. They were missed the very next morning when Farmer Brown's boy went to feed the biddies. He discovered right away that the little sliding door, which should have closed the opening through which the hens went in and out of the house, was open. And then he remembered that he had left the henyard gate open. Carefully, Farmer Brown's boy examined the hole with the sliding door. "Ha!" he said presently, when he held up 2 red hairs which he had found on the edge of the door. "Ha! I thought as much. I was careless last night and didn't fasten this door, and I left the gate open. Reddy Fox has been here, and now I know what has become of those 2 hens. I suppose it serves me right for my carelessness, and I suppose if the truth were known, those hens were probably of more real good to him than they ever would have been for me, because the poor fellow must be having a pretty hard work to get a living these hard winter days. Still, I can't have him stealing any more. That would never do at all. If I shut them up every night and am not careless, he can't get them. But accidents will happen, and I might do just as I did last night. Think I had locked it up when I hadn't. I don't like to set a trap for Reddy, but I must teach that rascal a lesson. If I don't, he will get so bold that those chickens won't be safe in broad daylight." Now, at just that very time over in their home, Granny and Reddy Fox were talking over plans for the future. And shrewd old Granny was pointing out to Reddy how necessary it was that they should keep away from the henyard for some time. "We've had a good dinner, a splendid dinner, and if we are smart enough, we may be able to get more dinners where that one came from," said she. "But we certainly won't if we are too greedy." "But I don't believe Farmer Brown's boy has missed those 2 chickens, and I don't see any reason at all why we shouldn't go back tonight and get 2 more if he is stupid enough to leave the gate and the little door open," whined Reddy. "Maybe he hasn't missed those 2. But if we should take 2 more, he certainly would miss them, and he would guess what had become of them, and that might get us into no end of trouble. We are not starving now, and the best thing for us to do is to keep away from that hen house until we can't get anything to eat anywhere else. Now, you mind what I tell you, Reddy, and don't you dare go near there." Reddy promised, and so it came about that Farmer Brown's boy hunted up a trap, all for nothing, so far as Reddy and Granny were concerned. Very carefully, he bound strips of cloth around the jaws of the trap, for he couldn't bear to think of those cruel jaws cutting into the leg of Reddy, should he happen to get caught. You see, Farmer Brown's boy didn't really intend to kill Reddy if he should catch him, but to make him a prisoner for a while, and so keep him out of mischief. That night, he hid the trap very cunningly, just inside the hen house, where anyone creeping through the little hole made for the hens to go in and out would be sure to step on. Then he purposefully left the little sliding door open part way, as if he had forgotten, and he also left the henyard gate open, just as he had the night before. "There now, Mr. Reddy," said he, talking to himself. I rather think you're going to get into trouble before morning." And doubtless Reddy would have done just that, but for the wisdom of sly old Granny.